Hello guys, today we are going to learn about TCP/IP model. So what is TCP/IP model? TCP/IP is a set of communication protocols that allows hosts on a network to talk to one another. This suite of protocols is arranged in a layered stack, much like the OSI reference model, with each layer performing a specific task. This is how the TCP/IP model looks if compared to OSI model. In TCP/IP model, the application layer consists application layer, presentation layer, and session layer. Instead of network layer, there is internet layer. In network access layer, there is data link layer and physical layer as well. Okay, so what is the key difference? OSI model was made after the creation of the internet, whereas TCP/IP was made before the creation of internet. OSI model has 7 layers, whereas TCP model has 4 layers. In OSI model, the transport layer guarantees the delivery of the packets, whereas in TCP/IP model, the transport layer does not guarantee the delivery of the packets. The OSI model is a logical and conceptual model that defines the network communication. On the other hand, TCP/IP model helps you to determine how a specific computer should be connected to the internet and how you can be transmitted between them. OSI header is of 5 bytes, whereas TCP/IP header size is 20 bytes. In OSI model, the transport layer is only connection oriented, whereas TCP/IP model is both connection oriented and connectionless. OSI model is developed by ISO, International Standard Organization, whereas TCP/IP model is developed by ARPANET, Advanced Research Project Agency Network. What is TCP Three-Way Handshake? TCP Three-Way Handshake is a process which is used in a TCP/IP network to make a connection between the server and client. It is a 3-step process that requires both the client and server to exchange synchronization and acknowledgement packets before the real data communication starts the process. Step 1. In the first step, the client establishes a connection with the server. It sends a segment with synchronization and informs the server about the client should start communication and with what should be in sequence number. In this step, server responds to the client request with sync acknowledgement signal set. Acknowledgement helps you to signify the response of segment that is received, and sync signifies what sequence number it should be able to start with the segments. In this final step, the client acknowledges the response of the server and they both create a stable connection, and it will begin the actual data transfer process. Few things to be mentioned before I end this video. There are some devices which works on particular layer of OSI model. For example, cable, hub, repeater, connector and more works on physical layer, whereas switch, bridge and more work on data link layer. Router, layer 3 switch and more work on network layer. Application or proxy firewall work on application layer. Okay, so this is what TCP/IP model means, and this is how it works. That's the end of the video guys. I hope you like it. Later.